Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of stuff out here now, and I'm kind of gonna let you guys act as the judge and the jury on this and see what you guys think. So, I don't know, almost a year ago, a buddy of mine, Red, told me, hey dude, my uncle-in-law wants to rent your house so that he can come up here and live next to me. And at the time, nobody lived in my house for 6 years. My house was pretty beat up by law enforcement when they were in there. They were fucking knocking holes in the wall. And like I've told you in some of the other videos, they dumped a bunch of shit everywhere and whatnot. So I said, bet, I'm down. I said $450 a month. So this guy gets a hold of me. He's from Kentucky. He says, yeah, that sounds great, yada, yada. And I said, well, you know, the place ain't really ready, and I don't have the money to get it ready. Oh, that's fine, bro. I got this, man. Well, he comes up to Iowa. He moves in with my friend. He gets a hold of me. He's begging me to move in there before the time when the place is ready. And I'm like, look, homeboy, here's what it is, dude. I'll give you 1 month off of the rent, you know? And if you keep track of all the repairs and shit you have made, and you can show me the receipts, then we'll take that off the rent too. But I wasn't talking about, you know, when you do aesthetic things for you that you want done, that, you know, because you want the walls painted, or you want this done, or you want that done. I wasn't talking like that. I was talking things like electric, water, things like that. All right, so now this guy, he begs me to move in there early. I say, look, dude, last dude that moved in there was a real piece of shit. Watch my case jumper video about Brent Bass. You want to see about that. So I let this cunt move in there. And yeah, you heard what I just called you. Okay, so the deal was, this dude was supposed to give me a 1969 Shovelhead, and he was going to pay $350 a month. We knocked it down from that initial $400 to make it more palpable. It reminds you, this is a 3-bedroom house. Okay, so this guy's gotten in there. I knocked off one. I gave him 1 whole month's rent free. This guy's gotten in there. He has given me $300. He turned around. He told me that this girl stole from him, and that's why he couldn't pay me last month. But he's got that same girl hanging out in his house. And this girl told me she didn't steal from him. And he's letting her hang out in the house. So I got to think that if you're letting this girl hang out in your house, this girl didn't steal from you. Because if she stole from you, you ain't going to let her come back in your house. Or at least I wouldn't. I mean, but hey, maybe I'm not as stupid as this dude. But this dude has not produced a bike. This dude has not paid me anything for the last 3 or 4 months. This dude's basically squatting in my house. And this dude's throwing me attitude. What do y'all think I should do about that? He's got a guy hanging out in there. He's got the guy hanging out in there that I told you about, walked in the snow from the scene of a burglary to my house. Is the way I take that, that's snitching. That's the raid where I lost my daughters. That's the raid where they found under 0.12 grams of meth, and I lost my kids for that raid. And this dude's hanging out in the house, and I told him I got beef with that, and this dude's still letting that guy hang out in my house. He says, you ain't gonna tell me who hangs out in my house because I live here. Man, you don't pay no rent here. You think you live there. And this dude's running around the whole time. He's telling everybody he bought this house. He's trapping out of my house. What do y'all think I should do about this? And Phil, if you watch this, fuck you. You better have that fucking bike, and you better have it soon, and you better have some money for me soon. I ain't playing games with you, Phil. Bet your ass on that. Okay, maybe I wasn't exactly correct to say he hasn't paid me anything. This dude has paid me about $300 max for 4 months. So he's giving me about 1 month's rent total for almost 5 months of living in my house. And this dude swore the bike was gonna be here right off the rip. The bike was not here right off the rip. Right there is where I made a mistake. Right there, when that bike didn't get up here right off the rip, I shouldn't have let him in. But I tried to be kind to this dude. I tried to show a big heart. I tried to be white by this dude. This dude tried to get me to sign papers that said he owned the house. He told me that that was so he could get work done on the house for free, so that he could bilk charitable organizations. I don't believe that's the case. I believe that this dude was trying to bilk me out of my house. If I'd have signed papers that said he owned that house, I believe that dude would have went to the office and got the deed for the house. What do y'all think I should do? This dude's doing a ton of shit that I say he shouldn't be doing, and he's still in there. Should I evict him? What do y'all think? So I guess the ending conclusion of all this is, don't try to be a nice guy with people. Because when you try to be a nice guy, when you try to do the right thing by people, when you try to help people out, people just shit all over you. That's what this dude's done to me. FTF 030.